Hello everyone and welcome back. Today I'm going to be talking about living with a phobia. Now, for those of you who don't know, there is a very definitive difference between having a fear and having a phobia. A fear is defined as to be afraid of something or someone is likely to be dangerous, painful, or threatening. Normal stuff. People are afraid of the dark. You might avoid going down a dark alley in case there's someone down there who might attack you. Go too close to the edge of something really high up in case you fall. Little things like that make you nervous in everyday life. A phobia, on the other hand, is something that causes extreme fear. Sometimes it's completely irrational, nothing has ever caused it, and sometimes it's something that has happened and affected a person so much that it disrupts their normal life. It's defined as an extreme or irrational fear of or an aversion to something. It's technically an anxiety disorder, I guess you could say, usually defined as a persistent fear of an object or situation the affected person will go to great lengths to avoid. My personal phobia is completely irrational. I'm afraid of octopuses. Nothing has ever happened to me to make me that way, but my family and sometimes my friends have taken advantage of that. Sometimes, most of the time, it's funny to look back on now, but at the time it's just annoying. It's so bad that when I taught my daughter how to swim, I had this huge relief, because if for some ungodly reason she was in some sort of water or like a tank or something where there was even just one octopus in there, I would hesitate to jump in and save her life if she didn't know how to swim. It's that bad. My dad especially has given me crap for it. When I was little, he told me that octopuses could get into the sewer system and climb up the toilet. So for a while, I was afraid to go to the bathroom. When we were younger, he said he saw an octopus in a lake that we were swimming at, and I was on a dock, and I was afraid to jump back into the water to get back to shore because it wasn't connected to the shore. I read a fake story online, I found out later, that was in the Pacific rainforest, which is in Washington. It's someone wrote some fake story that it's so moist over there in the air that octopuses can come on to land and live in the trees. And if you're not careful when you're walking through the Pacific rainforest, they will drop down on you. And I, at that point, had said, I'm never going to the peninsula because I don't want that to happen to me. Like, I believed it for a little while. So, and it doesn't typically affect my life every day, but in some instances it does. And the annoying part is that sometimes my family or friends will post pictures or videos on my Facebook, and it makes me a little irritated and slightly nervous to check my Facebook feed sometimes. So because I don't really do anything near the ocean or anything like that, it doesn't affect my life normally. But sometimes when I'm in like downtown Seattle on the waterfront, it'll make me nervous because that's where the Pacific Northwest giant octopus is from. It could be just under the water near the waterfront. They found some of the largest octopi in the world in Seattle. So that makes me a little nervous, even though I don't live by the water. I'm afraid to swim in lakes. I'm afraid to swim in rivers. People don't swim in the ocean in Seattle, but I don't like going into the ocean. The only place I'm really comfortable swimming is in like a swimming pool. It's pretty crazy. Sometimes I can handle like toy octopuses that look like cartoons or something, like the one from Toy Story, the third one. My mom got me a stuffed animal of that one. She got me one from another store that looked like this little like Japanese cartoon octopus or something. That was fine. It's when they look really realistic is when I can't do it. One time my mom got me one of those little rubber thingies that when you put it in water, it grows like 10 times its normal size. And she found an octopus one for me. And I might have played around with it a little bit, but when I looked at the picture on the back, it showed this little kid holding what looked like a baby octopus. It had like 2 of the tentacles in its legs, and it was like huge. And I was like, oh, no, I can't do it. And even when I go to aquariums, sometimes if I'm with someone who, well, everybody I know knows, but they'll like push me away from the octopus enclosure. So mine's probably not the worst kind of phobia, but it really puts a damper on my life if it comes into any kind of situation where I'm there. Like I can't do it. Like I said, I would be afraid to save a loved one's life if an octopus were too close to them. But that's what it's been like for me to live with my phobia. Like I said, it's not that bad because I'm not really near the water or the ocean or anything, but some people have phobias of dogs. Dogs are everywhere. I had a friend once who told me they had a friend who were terrified of worms. And there was one time that they came outside to go to work, and because it had been raining, there were like little earthworms all over their walkway, and they couldn't leave their house. It's really bad for some people. So, if somebody says they have a phobia, don't make fun of them. It's pretty freaking scary. It makes your chest tighten, and you start to like hyperventilate a little bit. Like it can be really scary. So that's what it's like to live with a phobia. If you have any questions for me, I will try my best to answer them. Just leave them in the comments below, and I will get to them. Like I said, I could go on and on about this because there's just so much to say about it. So I'll stop right here. If you have any questions, let me know. I will be back soon with another video. If you have any requests of something you want to see me do, because I do a little bit of everything, let me know, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.